Hello, I'm Steve Skinner with Catherine's Garden, and today we're going to show you how to make a do-it-yourself raised bed. What you're going to need for tools, you're going to need a circular saw, of course a drill, tape measure, square, and a pencil. And I'm using some lumber that I salvaged off of an old deck. It's good for the environment, it's good for my pocketbook. So what we're going to do first is, because the lumber itself has some split ends on it, we need to square off the ends. You just mark the end. This one's angled, so I'm going to square it off. Okay, and we just saw them off. Alright, now we need to mark two of these boards at 4 feet. That's 48 inches. 48. 48. Square those marks over. This one we want to spin around. Alright, so there's two sides. Here's one side. Okay, now that we have our boards cut, it's time for assembly. And when I took this deck apart, I also salvaged the screws that went with the deck, which saved me some more money. And so what we do, we just screw the ends together. About 2 screws per side would be plenty. And now for the other side. Okay, the next thing we need to make is some 2x2 pegs that we drive in the ground to hold our bed steady. And the way I do is I got some old 2x4 here that I salvage, and we're just going to split it down the middle and make them about 8 inches long and sharpen the end. And I'm just going to show you how to do that. Okay, so now we have our pegs, and we just drive these in the ground, and we're going to screw our raised bed to it, and we'll do it in the corners like this. So let's take this up to our garden, and I'll show you how to put it together. Okay, we've got our bed laid down, and we want to make sure that it's straight with our other beds, reasonably square, and we've checked it, and it's straight with our other beds. So now what we want to do is we want to drive our pegs. So we just insert a peg in the corner. About 2 inches below there. Okay, so now all we have to do is drive the other pegs and screw the bed to the pegs, and we're done. So let's do that. This has been Steve Skinner with Catherine's Garden, and that's how you build and install a do-it-yourself raised bed.